Thanks for staying tuned to your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. Only on this channel, we'll bring you that information you need to keep your lives safe and secured. Welcome to the program today. My name still remains Patrick Abambu. Today, we'll be bringing you a collection of reports that tells the story of security in Nigeria and Africa. Again, we go every length. Where that security information is, we'll go there to bring it to you. Welcome to the program today. Yes, I'm going to begin with a remarkable speech delivered by the President of the Republic of Ghana, Mr. John Mahama, at the United Nations General Assembly's meeting 3 days ago. A very resounding comment that I believe will set a tone for Africa's participation in international security agenda. Sit back as we'll give you the soundbite of what the President of Ghana had to say.
Denial of visas to President Abbas and the Palestinian delegation sets a bad precedent and should be deeply worrying to all member nations of the United Nations. Ghana recognized the state of Palestine in 1988 and supported a two-state solution to the conflict since then. And I say, contrary to the claims of some, a two-state solution would not be a reward for Hamas. It would rather be a reprieve for the hundreds of thousands of innocent women and children and people who are facing collective punishment and forced starvation for no reason other than the fact that they are Palestinian. For nearly 2 years and for the fear of reprisals, we here in this General Assembly have been playing hide and seek with language to find the right words to help us avoid or excuse what we all know is taking place in Gaza. But here is the thing, it doesn't matter what you call it. If it looks like a duck, it swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, well, then it must be a duck. The crimes in Gaza must stop.
Welcome back. Yeah, the crime in Gaza must stop. Anywhere there's injustice, then there must be peace. That is when the world can experience the deserving peace that we all clamor for. I would believe that the world, they are listening, and the United Nations have given a lot of resolution and made a lot of resolution towards the crisis over there, and Africa is joining to ensure that there is peace globally. Yes, like I said, today we're bringing you a collection of reports. We're going to start up or continue with our going round the country, Nigeria, bringing to you what is happening with the Nigerian Army and the Chief of Army Staff Soldier First mantra. Sit back as Elizabeth Tanko brings us this report.
The Nigerian Army constitutional responsibility of support to civil authority has been enhanced nationwide by the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede's command philosophy. The 6th Division Nigerian Army, working in partnership with other security agencies and critical stakeholders, have been able to help in the protection of national assets in the South-South region of Nigeria. The division achieved this with the implementation of the core Soldier First mantra, which has been implemented strongly in the division and units. Continuing with the Security Watch Africa's nationwide assessment of the impact of the Chief of Army Staff Command philosophy, the team visited the headquarters 6th Division, Port Harcourt, Rivers State, and also the brigade and battalion under the division. The General Officer Commanding GOC, 6th Division Nigerian Army, and Land Component Commander, Operation Delta Safe, Major General Emmanuel Emeka, received the team in his office and spoke on the security situation in his area of responsibility.
Security situation in the deep area of responsibility for now, I can say is calm, although it's a bit fluid, but definitely under control.
The GOC also spoke on the implementation and impact of the Chief of Army Staff Command philosophy and Soldier First mantra.
The Soldiers First mantra is very dear to the chief. You see, everything he's doing, this period is centered around it. The Nigerian Midday celebration this year, the theme was centered around the Soldiers Fest. And for the DIF, we are doing our best in terms of the welfare of the troops. And then the whole idea about the Soldiers Fest mantra has to do with welfare, preparing the soldiers adequately to perform their job optimally. So even kitting them is an aspect. And then in terms of technology too, we are training them on the use of drones and all that too. So these are all the things that will equip them to make them. Then in terms of even kitting, the Chief of Army Staff approved personal protective equipment for the troops, which we have shared. It's in phases. We've received the first phase we shared. And then we, at the deep level too, we procure some, which we have given to them. And so these are generally all the things that we are doing to ensure that the welfare of the troops, the training of the troops to prepare them to be able to function effectively, because ultimately that is what we are looking at. When you put the soldiers first, you do everything that you're supposed to do for them to put them in the right frame of mind to perform their job.
Still in Rivers State, the team were at the headquarters 6th Division Garrison Command, where the garrison commander, Brigadier General Abubakar Bello, spoke on the security situation in Rivers State.
The security situation has been relatively calm, but it's unpredictable. Yes, because we have some minor issues of cultism, minor issues here and there, theft and kidnappings. Just last week, we had to rescue some kidnapped victims somewhere around Ahoda. But generally in the whole, I think the situation is calm. And honestly, this is unrelated with our strategies and the COAS directives and initiative on us to achieve the overall national strategic objectives. And that is why we are where we are today. The soldiers' morale has been very high, very high. We take soldiers' welfare very seriously, because we understand right from our training in the Nigerian Defense Academy, we're taught man management, and one of the things we're taught then was how to take care of your personnel's welfare. And the COAS, being a teacher himself and being a field commander, he understands the importance of this welfare, soldiers' welfare. And I believe that's what guided his principle, his mantra on his command philosophy.
The team continued its assessment visit to Akwa Ibom State, and we met with the Commander 2 Brigade, Brigadier General Inabueze Okolago. The implementation of General Oluyede's command philosophy and soldier first mantra can be vividly seen as attested by the commander and 2 soldiers of the brigade.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluyede, Nigerian Army Medal, in his command philosophy, has prioritized the soldiers first mantra, and to a great extent it has aided our operations in the sense that it has helped us to review our training, review our force protection posture, review our welfare packages, and also incorporate care for the family, which without the family, the soldier cannot be able to operate effectively.
The security and the mandate of the COAS has been effectively discharged in accordance with his vision. And I am happy to stand to also talk about the welfare, which has fully been implemented. The RCA in every location, and the soldiers are really happy concerning that, which we want to extend our gratitude to the COAS, appreciating for such kind initiative, and pray that his command will be effectively to the glory of God.
About passes and leave, they are also implementing it. Soldiers are going on pass and leave and in badges. So for that, brigade headquarters, two brigade headquarters are trying about soldier welfare. We appreciate Utan Kowas seriously for his own visions.
The visit to 16th Brigade was an eye-opener as the team was received by the commander, Brigadier General Oluremi Ogbolo, and his principal officers in Enugu, Bayelsa State. In an interview with Security Watch Africa, the commander thanked the Chief of Army Staff for his sound leadership and acknowledged that the implementation of the Chief of Army Staff command philosophy has helped the brigade in providing security for Bayelsa State and protecting critical oil and gas in the state.
We prioritize the administration of our men, the command, so that they are well motivated to be able to carry out their task as encapsulated in the COAS command philosophy. So within our area of operation in Bayelsa State, for a long time now, you've not heard about any pipeline explosion. Have you heard about that? So those are some of the manifestations of this thing. Or any serious damage to any critical national infrastructure here. I'm sure from the beginning of this year, I've not heard of any. And that means we've taken our operations to another level. And of course, the evidence is there. Increase in productions, hydrocarbon production in the country, increased yield. The country has been able to meet OPEC quota in terms of crude oil sales, international market, and I think more funds to the country. So those are real-time evidence of our operations here. All that will just tell the Chief of Army Staff, the Principal Staff Officers, the General Officer of Command is that we're going to be loyal, going to be law-abiding, we're going to do our best to make sure that the COAS mission is achieved, the JOSIS mission is achieved, and the Army meets its constitutional responsibility to the nation.
The visit coincided with the presence of an injured soldier who narrated his experience and thanked the Chief of Army Staff and Army leadership for not abandoning him.
In 2013, go to Maiduguri, and I stayed 3 years in Maiduguri. In the year 2017, thereby I enter IED blast. I at Maiduguri Kondiga.
So that's what affected your eyes?
Yes, affected my 2 eyes. From that time, from 7 div, that is Maiduguri, the Army now carried me to 44.
Yeah, Kaduna.
Kaduna, yes. From there, they carried me to Telish Eye Center. So that's where I get my injury at Maiduguri, and which I could not able to use my 2 eyes to do any work. They are not abandoning me because they gave me a house.
The team were led by the Commander 16th Brigade to visit an oil flow station and an abandoned oil well. Along the way, some soldiers spoke on the implementation of the Soldier First mantra in their locations.
They are very, very motivated, sir, because everything has been paid to us. Our RFA, our feeding, and our pass is given to us anytime we demand the pass. So everything is okay for us. I wish my men, we give ourselves a good, happy staying in the office, and we are happy with him. We are motivated with his command.
The morale of the soldier welfare, everything is intact, it's normal. Soldiers are happiest with the Chief of Army Staff, our GOCs, our brigade commander, garrison commander, and the rest officers in this area. They are doing the best for the soldier. They are getting their welfare, everything is intact.
The team saw firsthand the impact of crude oil theft as the brigade operation officer explained the operations by the brigade in the location.
Here, this all Adibawa Agib wellhead. As we look at it, it's a very functional wellhead. But with the atrocities of these illegal bunkers, it has become a popular bunkering site. If you look at it, see all how the infrastructure were. So we have to put a lot of effort, patrol day and night, in order to mitigate this issue of this bunkering. So, but with recently now, you can see from that Adiba Plus station to this place, it took us less than 15 minutes. Unlike before, it took us at least 3 to 4 hours before we reach here. But now, with the help of the Oandu, after plenty letters have been corresponded, have been sent to them from Brigade Commander and GOC that let them come and take over this their wellhead. So they have started making progress. You can see now within 15 minutes we are here. So the road is well tied up. And if you look at it now, the wellhead too was also shut down. Before you come here, see the spillage of the well. It's automatically on. Spill everywhere, bunkering activity everywhere. I think the least arrest we did there is 6 bunkers in a day. Anytime we come, we make arrest, detain them, harry them, open national security advisor, prosecute them, prison jail. But the same thing if you come back the following day, either the day or not, you still meet them again.
At 5 Battalion Barracks in Elele River State, the impact of General Oluyede's leadership can be seen with various ongoing projects geared towards making Nigerian Army soldiers and their families comfortable. It is evident that Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede cares about the welfare of his soldiers and officers, as shown in his policies that prioritize their well-being, readiness, and professional growth. Elizabeth Thanko, reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, that was a special report on the impact of the SCOAS Soldiers First mantra from the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army. Yes, I will take you to Enugu State, where we had an interaction with the Commissioner of Police Enugu State, person of CP Mamman Bitrus Giwa, and he told us about security in the state. Sit back as Lucy Tao brings us the report.
The Umber months and preparation for the Yellowtide season begin. The Commissioner of Police Enugu State Police Command, CP Mamman Bitrus Giwa, has disclosed that the state is safe and ready for the season. The Commissioner of Police stated this in an exclusive interview with Security Watch Africa in his office in Enugu.
If anybody wants to come to enjoy his Christmas and New Year, the ground is set. They can start coming. My officers and men are all aware that they have to be on their toes, and they don't have any option. I lead from the front. They see me. They know that I will not take any excuse. So they are also on their toes. So I'm assuring all the good citizens of this country, if they want to come and enjoy in Enugu, we are there to provide the security for them to come and enjoy their stay in Enugu.
CP Mamman Bitrus Giwa said that the peace enjoyed in the state is as a result of the collaboration with other sister security agencies and citizens who desire a peaceful Enugu state.
I've been able to synergize with other sister security agencies like the Nigerian Army, the Nigerian Air Force, the Nigerian Navy, the Civil Defense, Neighborhood Watch, even the Forest Guards. I've been able to bring them together. We work together, and we have achieved a lot.
Assessing his first 6 months in office as the Commissioner of Police Enugu State, CP Giwa outlined the command's achievements within the period under his leadership.
I was able to arrest a total of 5,176 suspects. And when we break it down, we have suspects that were involved in the case of armed robbery, 98 of them. Cases associated with kidnapping, we have 87. Number of suspects arrested. Cases of murder, we have 50. Unlawful possession of firearms and ammunition, we had 16. We have a total of 11 cases associated with rape and defilement. We also had a total number of 122 suspects associated with cult and cult-related cases.
He appreciated the Inspector General of Police and the State Governor for their support.
The Inspector General of Police has assisted me greatly in terms of giving the command arms and ammunition, support for training programs. So at every point in time, each time we go for conferences, the strategies he normally tell us to adopt. Whenever I come here, we adopt those strategies and we have been achieving greatly. Our IG is a very talented, operational, administratively, is very, very sound, and we have been learning a lot from him. Kudos to His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the state. He's someone that is so passionate about the security of the state. He made huge investment towards ensuring that these vehicles, these equipments are gotten so that it will make the job of the commissioner of the police simple and very, very easy.
Lucy Tao reporting for Security Watch Africa.
Welcome back. Yes, we'll still remain in Enugu, where we also spoke with the Chief Security Officer of the state, which is the Governor of Enugu State, Mr. Peter Mba, and he told us about his vision for security in the state. Sit back as Elizabeth Tanko brings us the report.
Recognizing that lasting development rests on a secure environment, the Governor of Enugu State has placed security at the very heart of his governance, proving that safety is not just a policy, but the foundation of progress. In an exclusive interview with Security Watch Africa, the Governor of Enugu State, Dr. Peter Mba, underscored his administration's unwavering commitment to the protection of lives and properties.
When we were campaigning for office, we also took the view that we can bring back Enugu to that preeminent position. And we committed to a quantum leap. We had a big vision of what Enugu could become under our watch. One of them is to grow the economy from the $4.4 billion that we met it to $30 billion in 8 years. That is a humongous growth projection and an exponential growth projection. So that means that we have to grow at a CAGR, a cumulative annual growth rate of 27%. That is huge. And we knew that we couldn't do that just from the public sector finance, that we need to unlock private sector capital. And for that to happen, private sector doesn't rely on vision or mission statements. Capital, particularly for private sector, they go to where they can find safety. So they go to a location that is safe. They go to locations where they have returns on investment. They are blind to sentiment. They are whether ethnic or regional, they just want to make money. So we felt that there are certain things businesses can absorb in terms of risk. Businesses can absorb finance risk. They can absorb commercial risk. But they cannot absorb security risk. So we then identify as our major problem security challenges. So we saw that as the biggest elephant in the room, and we were in a hurry to escort it out of the room. So we essentially set forth at dawn. We made some consequential announcements. So we then had to work with the security agencies, getting the police, the army, the IG was of course very supportive, the the then Chief of Army Staff, also very supportive. And in fact, even the current Chief, they've all been very, very supportive. The 82 DIV and all the other security agencies, the SDS, the DSS, of course, we were able to work with them. We, of course, then deployed the distress response squad and then invested hugely in technology to be able to identify where these criminals are, track them, capture them, and bring them to justice. So we had to strengthen all those processes.
Dr. Mba disclosed that his government has invested massively in both soft and hard security infrastructure, a deliberate move to strengthen the capacity of security agencies operating within the state.
Thinking of security as well, we felt that we must make sure that we cover all the grounds, that we get not just the city covered, because we invested hugely on a security surveillance system that is actually unique because it's AI embedded. It has facial recognition capability. It has number plate recognition capability. So this investment is not just also for the static surveillance cameras, it's also for the mobile surveillance cameras. And of course, to have those mobile surveillance cameras, you're going to install them on vehicles. And so if you look at all our DRS vehicles, you will notice that they all have cameras. And those cameras are actually not just your regular cameras, because they have certain unique functionalities that help us with, tracking criminals. The objective is to ensure that we have total coverage of the state and that we have a line of sight of what is happening in the state in terms of security. We're able to identify all those coming into the state. We know them. Those going out of the state, whether from the airport or through the road, we're able to identify them. We know what, at least you go out there, you may not see your regular policeman. In terms of policing, we're alert, perhaps one of the most alert states when it comes to policing.
The governor also revealed he is working in close partnership with security agencies, traditional rulers, and community stakeholders to build a robust and people-driven security network.
So the collaboration here is what has brought us to where we are today in terms of the safety we're experiencing. The GOC, the SDS, of course, the CP, the AOC, and of course the Air Force Commander, and all that. When we have our security meeting here, it's just like what we refer to in Igbo land as Imobi, where brothers have come to, just share, their views on opinion on things. You don't see any tension. You see people working for one common objective, So I would say I'm a fortunate governor because I have a team that I work with, and we feel that we all have one common denominator.
He assured residents that his administration will sustain the momentum and continue to provide all necessary support for security agencies to deliver on their mandate. Elizabeth Thanko reporting.
It's been great bringing this to you. Thank you for joining us, and join us again next week when we bring you another exciting edition. Until next week, I say remain blessed and bye for now.